Wake up, Maurice.
Hello everyone.
Hi.
Nice to see you again. Today Grandma went to see War for the Planet of the Apes, which is the third in this new version of the Planet of the Apes films. Finds the leader of the intelligent apes, Caesar, the one who can talk, on a fight and on a sort of search for revenge, you might say. As it starts out, he and the apes are again trying to get away from the humans who are not doing them any good, needless to say. They're trying to get rid of them. And unfortunately, his wife and eldest son end up getting killed by the humans. And again, he sees who does it, and then goes out on a search for revenge. The movie spends
this one particular human.
Yes, who's the leader of this human brigade of who are battling the apes.
Yeah.
The first, I don't know, third or more of the movie is again them searching for him and trying to find him, and then once they find him, lots of things happen, which is gonna, we don't want to give away too much of it, but he again does search for his revenge and
to save his people.
And it saves to save
his apes.
The apes, yes.
Apes together, strong.
So, what did you think of the film, Grandma?
I thoroughly enjoyed it. The contrast between humans and apes, if anyone is familiar with the story, gets thinner and thinner. You know, we have a young girl who lives with Caesar and his colleagues, and she accepts them totally as family, and they accept her. And then we have the humans who continue to debase the apes, but we also have humans that see them as a viable creature, if not totally human. You know, it was so fascinating. The actor who plays Caesar, I mean, you just forget that he's a man in an ape suit. You know, he's just,
well, he's not actually a man in an ape suit. It's all special effects.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh.
Andy Serkis does a really good job, but it's
Cool.
all again.
Oh, the special effects were.
It's all.
It was all stupendous.
The ape body is all sort of superimposed on him.
You accepted all of those.
Yes. You don't think it for a minute it's special effects.
And
it's
they weren't
so
all
realistic.
chimpanzee-looking apes. You know, they had the red apes and the huge big ones, and they had the small ones and the monkey-like ones, and you had all the varieties of apes. But if you were an ape, you were an ape. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It was a fascinating story, and the young girl did a beautiful job, and Andy Serkis did a terrific job, and what's his name?
Woody Harrelson.
Woody Harrelson, who was the bad colonel, the bad human that was after our good apes. The acting was great. The story was fascinating. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I did. I've heard a lot about it. You know, we're not seeing it when it was first out in the theaters. What did you think?
It was really, really, really well done. Again, it's a really good story. They just tell this story really well. They wrote it really well, and they tell it really well. Again, it sort of gets started a little slowly because, again, they do spend a good amount of time, again, just sort of, going through the woods and over hill and dale trying to find the colonel.
Especially while they're in the forest.
Yeah. So again, they they spend a good amount of time of that. But they have to do it. Really, it sort of sets up the rest of the story with, again, Caesar and the Colonel and their confrontation and their relationship, which really makes up the majority of the movie. And again, that part is just really well written. You just don't know where this story is going.
No, you don't.
It just keeps you involved the whole way.
Engrossed, you know.
The acting is so good. The characters they're playing is really good. And again, the world that they've created, where again two species are living together and competing together, is just so well done. It's just really, really well done. Again, I was very impressed by the whole thing.
Well, so was I.
Good.
And entertained. It was a film that
yes, again, it was very entertaining.
Grabbed your imagination. You know, this is a possible apes who are like humans, and humans who are like what we traditionally think of as apes. You know,
Well,
an animal. And it was a fascinating story. Very, very well done.
again,
I recommend it. 2 thumbs. This is a 2-thumb movie. Two
well,
thumbs.
good.